Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trapping with Jinx. This is going to be a super awesome season. This is the very first video in this vlogging season of videos. We're going to do some beaver trapping today. It's the 19th of November. It's 16 degrees today with wind. Wearing my orange hat because the deer season's on. And I'm forced to do beaver trapping because of the cold temperatures and the snow that's on the ground. We never even got open water this year. So I usually say we get 2 weeks, if we're lucky, on open water to trap our bridges and our culverts. Not the case this year. So I'm waiting for the deer season to end, and in the meantime we're gonna go do some beaver trapping. Let's go check it out. Alright, so this is the type of stuff that I never really understand about beavers. This is probably a good 20-year-old tree, and then they chop one down, and then they gotta work on all these other ones too at the same time. Like, why do they do that? The other day when I was here, he was coming out on the ice, and this is what he was chewing on. You see where it's popping the ice down there, coming out. On this system here, you know, beavers are never right where you expect them. I mean, gosh, I think I walked a quarter of a mile on this one just to find out where they're at. And it's downstream, of course, or upstream, I'm sorry. But I just never really understand why they do this. It's like, why can't they just work on one tree? They just gotta keep chewing down more and more. But, well, is what it is. Go check some traps. Alright, so I just took you where it just kind of bends right here. Looks like a pretty good hole right here. I'm going to check it out. And then I set the channel right here. I could tell there's a beaver in it. So we're going to go over and check it out. I'm going to look at this hole because I didn't see that the other day. And there really isn't much for water right here. And there's no feed bed. I'm usually looking for a feed bed. For some reason, they just pop it out and he's feeding on these trees. But I've got a nice beaver over here. We're going to check it out. And I'm going to check this hole, see if I need to put a trap on. You can see the water is pretty close to being open right here. And the air bubbles, you can see kind of how they trail in and out. And since these are fresh chewings right here, I'm going to assume there's a hole there, but I'm going to check it out and let's go check, see what we have over there. It looks like a nice beaver. All right, here we go. Nice looking beaver. All right, so you can see why I picked this so much. I like it. It's just a classic pinch point for conibear trapping underneath the ice. There's all this brush and debris, and there's a channel that comes through here. And how I did that, if you're new to trapping, you'll see these bubbles on the ice, and you want to follow where they trail. So there's a discoloration in the ice there, and then it just kind of came right through here. And what I'll do is I'll put my conibear or my body gripper down on the bottom part of the channel, as long as it's level and it's got that nice little box to it. And then all I do is I just kind of put some debris along the bottom right here that kind of moves him over. And then I always put a dive stick over the top. So if the weather does thaw this out, he still has to go and dive underneath that dive stick. And that's where I'll catch him. Very effective set. It's probably one of my favorite beaver trapping methods, especially with the ice down. A creek system like this, it's one of my go-to sets. I've got 3 more traps to check. I'm going to get this reset. All right, so I took you to the other 2 sets on the creek. I chose a channel spot right here. It's still set. And then this was the best I could tell for a feed bed. So he was coming up over the ice. He was breaking the ice, coming up, and he was just feeding on these sticks. So kind of usually what I look for is a good feed bed on a creek system. Gives me an idea what we have. I was kind of assuming bachelor or maybe pair, just because there's no feed bed and there's nothing that's really organized or established. And so I put another trap down here. Of course, it's iced over the top, but like I said, he was kind of feeding right here, and it looked like a good opportunity. Another one of those down trees he's just picking on. I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is, I guess. This is the sort of stuff I think is cool when you're trapping. Old bridge like that. It's like an old road bridge, if you ask me. Kind of neat. Beaver's still picking on some trees over there. And then a great big den tree. All sorts of fur potential. I just want to show you this cool bridge came across. Looked pretty neat. I like that sort of stuff. Alright folks, hope you guys like that episode. Caught this super nice beaver today on this 16-degree mid-November day in northern Missouri. Who would have thought that, right? But I had a good time doing it, and I hope you guys had fun too. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Otherwise, click the big thumbs up. I'm Jinx, and have a great day.